you. And thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz, for that overly generous introduction. I've known Liz since she was a law student. So that goes back more than 24 years. I think just when I started at NCLR is when I first met Liz. And that's about the same time that I met your CEO, Michael Adams, who was then an attorney at a very prestigious but small and mighty law firm in San Francisco. And Michael and I first met there and became friends. And then as he went to the ACLU, and then Lambda, and then SAGE, our relationship and friendship only deepened. And I just want to note that 22 years is a long-ass time to be at any job. And one of the key ways that it happens is to have friends and colleagues who support you and lift you up and who hear your grievances and help you muddle through the mendacity and some of the banality that comes with these very, very critical jobs. Michael, you've always been that person to me, and I love you. Thank you so much. It is such a tremendous honor for me to receive an award from an organization that I so deeply respect and admire, and that has taken its work to the next level, and you heard some of that earlier. It is true that in this culture, there are many segments of our community and our society that we leave behind or that we don't pay attention to. Queer youth, people of color, the incarcerated, immigrants, elders generally, and for sure, LGBTQ elders. And I know because I'm living it just like you are, that this is a moment that feels like an existential threat every single day. But you're here, And how we manage this threat is by being here. How we manage this threat is by investing and supporting organizations on the front line of making visible communities that this culture and the dominance of this culture wants to suppress and deny. So your being here is a part of how you're gonna answer the question, because we're all gonna get this question. 5, 10, 15 years from now, when younger people read the history of this moment of our country and say, wow, it seems like the very foundations of the Republic were under threat. What did you do? And part of how you'll be able to answer that question is I supported SAGE, and I supported the visibility of LGBT elders. And I know that because we come together like this, and because you see who white supremacy or any other dominant patriarchy wants to suppress, you see those communities, and you will not allow those communities to be suppressed, that we're gonna be okay. On Friday, I'm having breakfast with Phyllis Lyon. Phyllis Lyon and Del Martin together founded the first lesbian organization, Daughters of Bilitis, in the 1950s. So a much more scary time than even now. Phyllis Lyon is 94. And she and I, we get together, there's a whole community supporting Phyllis so that she can stay in her home, even though she's suffering from pretty advanced dementia. But she still seems to know who I am and will still have breakfast with me. So we are having breakfast on Friday, and I'm gonna tell her about this night, because I know it will matter to her that SAGE is still here and strong, that it has a whole group of donors and supporters supporting this incredible, critical work that you do, and that I received an honor that is, as I'm exiting the stage of leading NCLR, is one of the key honors of my life to receive. Thank you so much for me and for Phyllis Lyon. Thank you.